The Never-Ending Story. Once upon a time, there lived a king by the name of King Kalafa. He loved listening to stories. He had 50 scholars at his court whose duty was to search old records for stories. Another 50 storytellers were appointed to entertain the king with these stories. He spent his entire time from the time he woke up in the morning until he fell asleep listening to these stories. But whenever a story would end, the king would become sad. One day, the king sent his men around the kingdom to proclaim that he would give the hand of his daughter Zedi in marriage to any man who could tell him a story that would never end. But there was one condition attached. All those who tried and failed were to have their heads cut off. The best storytellers of the kingdom also shuddered on thinking about the punishment on failure. But the reward was too tempting to not give it a try. However, the fact that there is no story without an end was undeniable. Soon, suitors arrived at the palace. Some managed to tell a story for a week, and a few continued for a month. But all the tales came to an end sooner or later. And so did the lives of the storytellers. Then, one day, a tall, dignified young man took up the challenge that others had failed at. He bowed to the king and began narrating. Once there lived a ruler who was as mighty as you, but he was greedy and a tyrant. He desired to become richer. So, he seized all the corn in the kingdom and put it into an enormous granary. At the end of 2 years, when the granary was full to the very top, he ordered it to be sealed. But the bricklayers had accidentally left a very small hole open at the top. One day, there came a flight of locusts, hundreds and thousands of them. The shadow of their wings darkened all the sky. They tried to get at the corn, but the hole was so tiny that only one locust could pass through at a time. So, one locust went in and carried off 1 grain of corn. Then, another locust went in and carried off another grain of corn. And another locust went in and carried off another grain of corn. And another locust went in and carried off another grain of corn. And so the story went on for 6 months, dawn to dusk. Now, it had been in the agreement that the king should not interrupt. But he could not stand the monotony any longer. He was brimming with impatience when he spoke. Yes, I know. Let us suppose that the locusts have eaten their fill and gone. Now, let us get on with the story. That is quite impossible,
Your Majesty,
said the storyteller gravely. I cannot get to the latter part of the story until I have finished with the locusts. The king sighed. So the young man went on, and another locust went in and carried off another grain of corn, and this went on for another 6 months, when the king again interrupted. He asked, How soon do you think the locusts will have emptied the granary? That is difficult to tell,
Your Majesty.
answered the storyteller. At present, they have not cleared a space as great as a man might stand in, and the sky is still darkened with the shadow of their wings. Very well, continue, said the king with a sigh. So the storyteller went on. And another locust went in and carried. But suddenly, with a wild cry, the king burst out. Enough! Enough! Take my daughter, take half of my kingdom, and take my jewels. Please let me hear no more of these abominable locusts. So the fair Zaidi and the storyteller were married with great pomp and ceremony. But no one was ever heard to say that he would like to hear the end of the story about the locusts. For the storyteller insisted that he could not get any further with the story until the locusts had finished with the corn. And the king was cured of his unreasonable love for stories.